50 recently said in an interview that he feels that you're more upset with the portrayal of how Diddy's acting like Rick Ross and Nicki Minaj are the new version of Biggie and Lil' Kim. Is that accurate?
I love what Biggie said. He's absolutely right. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's irritating to see her keep busting shots at me and not paying homage, and then you're going to bust shots at me. That's really irritating, yeah. But I love what he said when he said, yeah, I think Kim is more irritated with the fact that, you know, how the situation is going down, especially what Puffy is doing. Yeah, he's darn right about that. Puffy looks crazy right now. You know what I mean? That's why I said in my Baltimore show, Puffy, you should be ashamed of yourself. Because at the end of the day, if you're going to rock with anybody that hard, you should be rocking with me that hard.
This is 50.com.
If you're going to rock with anybody that hard. You know what I mean? And you can never make another Big and Kim. That's not going to happen. It's never going to happen. Like, what? You kidding me? It's never going to happen. Like, I don't get it. But, you know, at the end of the day, like, Puffy is Puffy. I mean, you know, it's all about what he can do, what he can give to people. That's it. Puffy it's all about himself a lot of times. Because he never really did nothing for me. I mean, when we were coming up, yeah, you know, we had to do things for each other. But, like, I judge by what happened afterwards. When I was locked up, and here's where Puffy should feel really bad. When I was locked up, Puffy never put a fucking $10 bill, a penny, a quarter in my fucking commissary. He never fucking wrote me a letter. He didn't try to come see me. None of that. I got people like Oprah. She wrote me 3 letters, right? She wrote me 3 letters and sent me 3 of her favorite books, which I love her to this day for that, because those books were so inspiring. And one of them, well, I'll tell you the name of the books later, but anyway, you know, Tyra Banks writing me. Mark Jacobs wrote me every freaking day. He told me everything that was going on from when he first woke up to the end of the night. What does it take just to say, let me make sure somebody who was a major part of my family is all right? You know, like when you locked up, the one major thing is that makes you feel like, damn, this person really loved me and is on my side, is that when they just take the time out to do one little thing. It's not even the big things that matter, because it ain't the money. I was straight in jail. I had too much money in my commissary. When I came home, they had to send my money back. It wasn't that. But, nigga, you could have fucking came to see me one time. You could have wrote me 1 letter. Even with the movie, they played the shit out of me with that movie. And I'm still rocking, even after they played the shit out of me with the movie.
And there was some controversy. There's some controversy about that. What was your major issue with your portrayal in the movie?
Shit, what? My major issue was I didn't have an issue. I didn't have nothing. I didn't have a case.
This is 50.com.
The movie went into green light and all that shit without me even being able to pick who plays me. I would have never picked Notori Norton, or whatever. What's her name? Notori Norton, whatever. I'm sorry. I don't want to fuck. She ain't got nothing to do with it. She's a nice girl. She's a sweet girl. I don't really know her that well, but she don't have nothing to do with it. But I would have never picked her to play me. You kidding me? I'm such a complex girl. I'm made up of a certain gangster that can't be copied from Brooklyn, and then I'm made up of a certain sexy sophisticatedness that cannot be duplicated. I'm a complex person. Like, I know that I have these different sides, and I'm not a fucking angry person all the fucking time. That shit didn't happen in the studio with me and Faith. Faith was the one that was mad all the time, because I was the mistress, I guess, whatever, you know. And I used to try to, you know, Big was the one who wanted our relationship, and this is real shit. He wanted our relationship to be more public. I was a young girl, so to be honest, you know, I was messing, this guy was married, and at the end of the day, we were together first, so I guess it was being that, like, okay, we had our relationship first, you know. I didn't really know how to deal with that. I was young, you know. If I could do it over, I wouldn't mess with a married man again, you know. But I was young. So at the end of the day, like, you know, she was more mad at the situation than I was.
Right.
And when I look back at it, damn, you know, she was married to the dude, but shit, he was fucking everybody. What the fuck? He was a piece of shit, and I love him, don't get me wrong. But he was a piece of shit sometimes, but that's my baby. I love him. But he could be what a man does. This is what men do, you know? So, I mean, at the end of the day, like, all that shit in the movie, that shit wasn't Faith. No, that shit wasn't how it went down. She was the angry one all the time. And not only that, but she used to do a lot of real whack.
This is 50.com.
Like whack shit, you know? But the thing is I didn't have to say so in the movie, and I should have had all the say so in the world because they evolved the movie around me. Ms. Wilde is talking about this movie. It's not about her. It's not about her. It's not about Christopher. It's not about her. It's about Christopher. The movie was about me. Y'all made that movie about me because y'all needed me in order to sensationalize the movie. Okay, I don't care no more. At the end of the day, they played me, and it was a struggle for me to. After that movie, people, you know, you had some people who really thought that that was me. You had some people who knew that wasn't me, but then you had some people who really thought that that was me, and that was hard for me because I had to. And that's why I did Dancing with the Stars, to let them know there's so many sides to me. Oh yeah, when I'm in the hood, I'm gonna conform because I know how to, because I'm a chameleon. You damn right I'm gonna conform because I have to. Because I'm not gonna let people in the hood think that, you know, I don't know how to get down, or I don't understand what they're talking about. I grew up there, but I also grew up in New Rochelle, in the suburban side, when I was young. So I know about that. I can't help who I am. This is who I am. I don't care what people think. But at the end of the day, I had to let them know I can still be graceful, Kim, and I can do the Dancing with the Stars thing because that's how I came up too. I went to Catholic school. I'm proud that I went to Catholic school. I love that I went to Catholic school because I know how to pull up when it's necessary.
This is 50.com.